Hello! Fuck! I was waiting for Sage to give me a fortune. He was not interested in giving me a fortune. It's been at least like 3 hours now, but okay. Fine, Sage, you do you. 10-15%. Wee! Wee! Okay. Let's get going. Now that we have completed every task that we have currently in Darkshore, in Duskwood, I can calmly just go and take a Masses flight path to Duskwood. Oh, that's a big hillock. A gentle leash for guiding the creature. And we fuck right off. Did it? Okay. It's the plague has returned to plague us further still. Okay, to Darkshire. Here we are. Let's get level 40. Could go back and get... I showed Cog the beginnings of our starving machine. He was impressed. Did you happen to find a reflective surface? Most superb. This will work perfectly. Many thanks. Now there is just one more item needed to complete this device. Cog's blueprint calls for a lens of some sort. The only lens I know of that would be large enough will be very difficult to acquire. There is an ogre by the name of Zarkvul who resides in the mound in southern Duskwood. If you can, bring to me his monocle, and I will use that as our lens. Champion of the Stonefist clan. Okay. Sure, man, don't worry about it. I'm pretty stellar at stuff. Look at this Kurumanoinke. Wah. He performed well against the Shadow Weaver's Gordoth, but even now, years after their first arrival, there seem to be so many to replace the ones we kill. I will put my faith in Master Caravan. No doubt he will get to the bottom of the problem. Level 40, and I got Shadow Dance. Allows use of all stealth abilities and grants all the combat benefits of stealth for 5 seconds. Effect not broken from taking damage or attacking. Movement speed while active is increased by 20%, and damage dealt is increased by 12%. Okay, so, Your previous accomplishments have convinced me that you are ready to take on the toughest Worgen infesting the woods. Of the Worgen that have made their new home here, the Vile Fangs and the Tainted Ones have proven the most dangerous. They've settled down near some of the caves in the mine to the south. From far away you can even see the light from their bonfires. Very well. Splendid, Gordoth. For your service to the people of Darkshire, you shall be rewarded. There's even fouler undead left to deal with, Gordoth. Tranquil Garden Cemetery, further south of town, is a place you don't want to be caught in at night. The bones that rise from the ground there are cunning enough to remember how to swing an axe or cast a spell. I shouldn't need to explain how dangerous that makes them. Proceed with caution, but remember, the people of Darkshore that will suffer if you falter. You're back in one piece, I see? This was all you found? That's bad news, I'm afraid. This isn't all of it. You should let it go, Gordoth. The only place left to look is Roland's Doom. That's the mine south of town, and the largest lair of Worgen in Duskwood. Nobody in Darkshore has ever made it back from that place alive. In fact, some of the records I have here imply that that's where the monsters first came from. Who knows what evil's lurking in there? Please, Gordoth, just give it up. Let's just forget about this whole thing and never speak of it again. I'm afraid I gave a word to Tobias Misselmantle. Who is coincidentally the brother of Svaldan Misselmantle. I sense that you have seen Blind Mary. You have my comb? I can make a spool of ghost hair thread with this, and have a few strands to spare. Here are some coins for those extra strands. Here's your thread, Gordoth. It has 1,000 uses, from binding evil spirits to sewing life into inanimate objects. Oh. Thank you. Interesting. Actually, let me take a little run through this place. Jonathan Caravan and Elaine Caravan. That's a lot of fucking tables. Are you fellas running a tavern of sorts? Benjamin Caravan. There's no book here. Maybe I should read the books in no, after I'm done with the quests that I have. Let's return to the hermit and bring the item to him. Oh, it's so spoopy with the audio. I need to string the ghost hair thread along my door and my windows to keep out unwanted spirits. Did you get it for me? Delightful! This will do splendidly. Here, good Gordoth, take this as payment for your honorable deed. My first ring. Thank you. I need a bottle of certain liquor. Zombie juice. Tavern keeps mitts at the Scarlet Raven Tavern in Darkshire should have some. And please hurry, Gordoth. These nights I get cold and I need that drink to put fire in my veins again. So be it. I'll get it for you, old man. Alright, so how will I proceed? Shall I go to the classic glass first to get to the ogre mound first, or should I go to Roland's Doom first? I don't know how this will come into use. I'll figure it out. Oh, I guess it will allow me to stun people. That's a good use for it. Maybe also pickpocket folks. Oh, we'll see, we'll see. Okay. You need some zombie juice, do you? That's some strong stuff. I don't usually get requests for it. If you bring me some rock blossoms, then I can bring you up a batch of zombie juice. Rock blossoms grow in strange places. They tend to flourish on dead things, and this one has its fair share of those. I've seen a few of them growing at Tranquil Gardens Cemetery lately. Check near the graves, but find that they're walking about near there. Alright, thank you for the suggestion. I'll be off. Right, so it's either you go there or you go there. I'll go get the classy glass. The ogre's monocle. Why would an ogre have the monocle? Ogres generally have a pair of eyes, and they don't read. This doesn't make sense. But oh well. What? No, let me go. It's gonna be a long journey there, and maybe I should go and check in with the riding trader to see if I can ride faster. Yeah, we'll see, I'll see. There's a bunch of options over there. And people who have quests for me. I'll pass by them for now. And I will just get ready for work. Archaeology. Ooh, that's a bit of experience. Nice. You're standing right on top of an archaeological site. Dig site, dig site. Let's test it out. Oh. May not feel so good. Okay, okay. Looks like it has its uses. Shouldn't have popped Shadow Dance, but I did. Instantly goes into a Blade Storm. Wee, may not feel so good. Defend the Tunic of the Aurora. I think that gave me almost. That's gonna give me in total almost as much experience as a. No, it's gonna give me more experience than a quest. Which is cool. Now I have this. To recover artifacts, you need to collect artifact fragments. Fragments are found in dig sites visible on your map. When you reach your dig site, use the survey ability. Your survey tool will indicate the approximate direction and distance to the cache of fragments. You can collect fragments and fragments 6 times in a dig site before you need to move to a new dig site. Once you have each enough fragments, you can solve an artifact to learn a little more about Azeroth's past. Happy hunting! Azeroth's past. Map location markers. Alright. Lots of moist cornbread. A batch of battered junk boxes. Yeah. Oh, citrine. Nice. It's my first time getting my hands on citrine. This is rather impressive. For me, I think. Oh. There's a bunch of half-eaten coal pelt bears. Oh, a lucky charm. Nice. Oh, you knocked me down pretty hard, hey? May not feel so good. Oh, come on now. Ogre's monocle. Ooh. Lucky charm. I have no idea what I can do with that. We'll see if there's any use for it.
It's too far away.
Okay, yeah, I've picked clean the pockets of these fools. I think whatever I was which I was looking for is there it is. It's above the ogre mound. Oh no. Symbols of death. Wrong spell. Ah well, fuck it. Let's go deal with that issue that we're facing over there in the distance. Oh, no. Black rat, I'll have to check in with that one. Oh. Carved one. Deals nature damage to nearby enemies. Well, carved one, you will be getting carved up by me. Ah, wasted. Ooh. Mutated vine. Alright, a little disappointing, but it's a thing. And he gave me boots. Arguably stupid bad boots, but still. Oh, stinky. Oh, a pattern. Dark leather tunic. I'm almost at level 41. 42 is the level I'm waiting for with I don't know, will I get something on level 42? Blue! No! No! You heard it green! You heard it wrong! You heard it wrong, you fool! You heard it wrong, I said blue! Oh, what a shame. You critically struck my battle pet? Oh. You abhorrent... Oh, abhorrent fiend. Okay, at least it wasn't a critical strike, that one. Are you a Jehovah's Witness? Because as soon as I was available, you just jumped at me to do whatever it is you wanted to do. You funky funk. Oh! No blue. No nothing. Disappointing. Well, at least they're not gonna bury themselves and prolong the fight any. But of course I'm not going to get max damage. I'm more likely to get minimum damage. See? From 167 to 310. and I did less than the average of that, which is above 200. It's like 225 something. Oh, level 41. I didn't learn anything. Didn't uncover any new abilities. You just go level 41. That means I'll probably get something at level 42. Oh wait, is that what I think it is? Oh, I'm not even gonna go there. I don't need to go there. I don't think I do, at least. I might need to call in a favor with Hakmund and Gnimo again, though. I can't climb up that. Can't climb up that slope. Oh well. Guess we're gonna have to find another slope to climb. Yeah. Oof. Why did I do that? Oh my god! Was that 3 crits in a row with different abilities? Nice. Tainted ones fighting vile ones. Oh well, I guess that means I need to do some things. Empty poison vial. Empty poison vial. So many empty poison vials. Why would everyone have these battered boxes which have poison vials inside them, if not everyone is a rogue? How does that make sense? How does it make any sense? I don't think it does make any sense. None whatsoever. Oh well. I can see some good things in the distance. I'll go get them. Blue. It's always not what I want it to be. It's always screaming at me, get cocked, fuck. So fucking unsatisfying. Oh yes, of course. Donk. Donk. Shadow Gem. Haven't seen a Shadow Gem in a bit. Why are they all so erratic? Why is it like they have some disease? Nefaro. Nefaro. Who am I in combat with? Am I in combat with her? Time between attacks reduced. Stop cursing me, bruh. Mound of dirt. I have failed. I have failed in my duty, failed my people. The Worgen run rampant, and the scythe of my goddess is lost. This evil I have unleashed, in whose hand does the power of my goddess granted to me now lie? By whose hand is it directed? This was Velinda's Star Song, but I wouldn't know. Oh, she's hitting pretty hard. I got the same fucking item. Did I? Defender's Boots of the Fireflash. Well, the same in appearance item. A pair of Defender's Boots. Okay. Although the pages are covered in mud, some words can be read. Most certain that she shares the same feelings for me now. She even placed her hand on mine this morning. When she smiles, her eyes light up like glittering diamonds. Unspoken words pass between us. I can feel her in my pounding heart and heated veins. Anger and fury, the likes of which I have never experienced, I guess. I never knew existed. How dare she? Fuck you, stop trying to turn me into a Worgen. How dare she? As I was instructing Giles in the meaning of numbers, Talor appears before me with a suitor, holding hands in public. Nonetheless, what an uncouth young man. Rather than introduce me properly, Tulua simply said, "Oh, that's just my tutor, Uncle Stalvin. He's a nice old man." Old. That word... Fuck, there's nothing nice. That word, my cheeks flushed with heat. I am but a few years older, and yet she betrays. Okay, so Stalvin thought that she also liked him the way he liked her. And so, when she happened to appear before him, with a suitor. He was like, oh, what the fuck? Bitch, I thought you... And he got really angry and jealous, I guess. And things went south. From there, I think. Watermelon. Watermelon! Inside a watermelon! You're a big fucking melon, I tell you that. You night bane Vilefang. Big stupid watermelon. Huh. Interrupted. Hey, I was done with it. I gotta go to the church. Let's create it. Tranquil Garden Cemetery. The skeletal mages from whom I stole previously, if I remember correctly. They wouldn't really mad about it. They wouldn't be mad about it. I thought we were friends, buddy. You leave Hakmund stranded? Oh no, don't worry about it. It's over yonder up the. There's a nice little place. You can just walk up. There's a flight master. You can get to Stormont. No biggie. Oh, great, a healing potion. Nice. Okay. I'm dealing decent damage. Oh my god, look at that. Sundering Cleave. It's like Sunder armor, but it's a cleave. Apparently. I'm out of range. Out of range? Why am I out of range? I'm in range when I use the spell. It stuns, does it not? So they stop moving. They don't keep going. You buggy game. Ree. Stab. 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 Oh, no. Quest complete. Oh, we're gonna get 42, I think. I hope we do get 42 off of this set of quests. Ooh. Aha! Silver. Not too shabby. Grave moss over there. Alright. Where am I storing my grave moss? Broken mirror. Okay, let's pick some locks. Perfect. It's like inventory Tetris, but different. You know? We fixed it we fixed it all. All these little broken mirrors, pocket watches, poison vials, which for some reason everybody has. Literally everyone has a poison vial. For no good reason. Black Widow hatchling. I've been dazed. I'm getting attacked by two. This is. Oh no, this is. Actually, those are both more. So. There we go. Everything's okay. Everything's cool. Fine. No need to worry about anything. Yeah. Oh well. Were you able to convince Zarkvul? Oh, no. Were you able to convince Zarkvul to lend us his monocle for our experiment? At last! The stargazing device is complete. Thank you, Gordoth. Now I can continue my research. Oh, this one is whack. This one is better.
Careful.
So, will anything happen, sir? Or you're just done with your research? Oh well.
How are you? Have a good one.
Gordoth, to be honest with you, I did not believe that you would get this far, but you are clearly a rogue to be reckoned with. In fact, if you wish to formally join Master Caravan's struggle, I will gladly write for you a letter of recommendation. Here you go, Gordoth. Bring this message to Master Caravan. He quickly removes a piece of faded parchment and offers it to you. A few more like you and we will outnumber the Night Watch. Perhaps then we could complete the work that we few carry on today. Master Caravan, The bearer of this note has shown himself to be upstanding in the light, capable of battling the undead and demons that plague the borders of Duskwood, and willing to join the Caravan family in their cause of light. I would thereby suggest that you give this warrior of the light further duties, perhaps to investigate some of the townsfolk that are under suspicion of succor to the enemies of the light. Yours faithfully, Calor. Yes, what is it? Make it quick. I have pressing matters to attend to. Excuse me for my cold reception, Gordoth, but as I'm sure you can tell, I am an extremely busy man. I see that you have impressed Calor, and I assure you that is no small feat, and that he has given his recommendation. And there are unsavory types of food, Gordoth, and we can use the help of all who have proven themselves to battle against demons, the undead, and those who would provide them aid. Be vigilant, be wary, and trust none who would not give aid to our cause. Glory under the light. Right. Maybe we can add that. In Duskwood, Gordoth helped Darkshire as much as he could. He was granted an honorary position under Master Caravan in his order of the light. For his contribution in the fighting against demons, undead, and others who would aid them, he was granted an honorary position under Master Caravan. There we go. Owie! The people of Darkshire thank you, Gordoth. You have proven yourself to be a great ally of the Nightwatch. Citizens of Darkshire. Oh! Critical strike is good.
Hello.
I told you, Gordoth. It's not worth pursuing. You actually went and got it? I don't know whether to call you brave or insane. Once again, my archives thank you. Do I want the money or do I want the item? Money? Item. I say money. 42. Didn't get a skill. Oh no, I did. I got detect traps. You've recovered everything. Everything except the last page, which I've got right here. Don't look at me like that. You'll understand when you read it. Some even say it's cursed, you know. In fact, I was relieved when the Worgen broke in and made off with these. Take it. Take all of it. In fact, I thank you for recovering my archives, but I don't want anything to do with this ever again. Please, just leave me be. The final bloodstained page has been added. Okay. Downward spiral of despair. First she mocks me, and now she's engaged. The ungracious charlatan was pretending to love when truly she desired to hurt me all along. A black void lurks within me now, and it grows with each waking moment. The blood I shall spill pales in comparison to the tears I have shed. Hi, Gordoth. Do you have those rot blossoms for me yet? Good, you got the rot blossoms. I'll whip up the zombie juice. It's strong stuff, I warn you. Here's your zombie juice, and be careful with the stuff. It's strong enough to raise the dead. Legend of Stalvan. Alright, so he was very misguided, Stalvan, and he did a horrible thing. You're back! Did you find anything about my brother? I can't thank you enough. I had hoped for this to be a joyous reunion, but the more I learn, the less glad I am to have asked. But I must know. This can't be. My brother was strong-willed, but such violence, such sickness and violent, bloody evil. Tobias brings a hand to his face, averting his gaze. I must have answers. I need to know how I got that letter. I need to know if Stalvan really did this. I need to know why. Take my ring, Gordoth. Bring it to Madame Eva. That woman is a follower of the old arts and makes no secrets of it. Call it madness, but I'll try anything at this point.
You are bound by a common enemy.
Mismantle family ring. What dark whispers guide you to my door, rogue? How interesting. It's been quite a while since I've seen such a ring. I'm afraid I cannot give Tobias the answers he seeks, but I can help you find the only person who can. Stalvan Misselmantle. Take the ring into the woods to the north to Manor Mismantle, where Stalvan's body was buried. Enter and hold the ring before you. Let the waning moon pour its light through the ring, and the spirits will answer your call. Take heed, Gordoth. The questions of the living can offer more comfort than the answers of the dead.
Go with honor.
Be that as it may, I have been asked by Tobias Mismantle. Why do I keep saying Misselmantle? Mismantle. Mismantle. It's simple, it easy makes sense. Obviously, Stalvan was a little... I guess he was a little insane. He had something wrong with him. He fell in love and he didn't fall in love with the right person because said person was doing things. Oh,
How are you?
I need the zombie juice to keep me warm under these cold, dark nights. Did you get it for me? 1,000 thanks, Gordoth. You warm an old man's heart with your foolish... with your kindness. There you are. Here you are, friend. Take this as a token of my gratitude. Oh, they got blue. Pretty decent. A few weeks ago, I was picking herbs far from my house, and a band of ogres attacked me. I ran, and I was forced to leave behind a crate of precious tools and herbs. After they chased me off, the ogres staggered back to the Ogre Mound in southern Darkswood. I'm sure my crate is somewhere near that mound. Please, Gordoth, retrieve this crate for me, for I miss it sorely. Alright, you called me foolish, so I'm feeling a little suspicious. But alright, I'm gonna be nice to you. I'll deal with the Misselmantle situation first. Mismantle! Oh, why do I say Mistelmantle? Mistmantle. Oh, what? Did I miss it? No, I didn't. Oh. Oh, it's pretty far off. Oh, it's where the undead were. Alright. Manor Mist Mantle. Looks like just a house, not a manor, but alright. Where exactly was he buried? My ring. Who holds my family ring? Tilawa, is that you? Brother, Tobias. Tell me it's not true, brother. Tell me you didn't die a murderer. It's all true, brother. Every word. You doubted it? But why? How could you? You know why. Surely you felt anger. Anger so foul and vicious that it makes you want to tear someone to shreds. Aren't you feeling it right now? No! No, stop it! You see, brother, we're not so different. No. And he ran off to the distance. Zulul. Vivon Zulul.
What's your story?
Master Harris may have been right. It would have been better to leave. I would have been better to leave the past behind. I've got a new life now. Whether it's that of a monster or a man is up to me. As for you, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. Regardless of the outcome, please take this with my thanks. Take this because it's more expensive. I've been trying to keep my true self hidden away from the people of Darkshire. They seem to react poorly to Worgen. There are more of us here, though, beyond the city. The companions I first traveled here with searched the woods for wild Worgen. They believe some of them, ones with telltale signs, can still be returned to sanity. I'm not quite ready to rejoin them. Please send word to Apprentice Fess at the crossroads west of town that I'll be staying in Darkshire a while longer.
Watch your back.
Watch your back. Alright. Oh. I will read a few books now. I lick my lips. The Alliance of Lordaeron. Lord Lothar rallied the remnants of Azeroth's armies after the defeated Stormwind Keep, and then launched a massive exodus across the sea to the northern kingdom of Lordaeron. Convinced that the Horde would overcome all of humanity, if left unchecked, the leaders of the 7 human nations met and agreed to unite in what would become known as the Alliance of Lordaeron. For the first time in nearly 3,000 years, the disparate nations of Arathor were once again united under a common banner. Appointed as Supreme Commander of the Alliance forces, Lord Lothar prepared his armies for the coming of the Horde. Aided by his lieutenants, Uther the Lightbringer, Admiral Dalen Proudmoore, and Turallion, Lothar was able to convince Lordaeron's demi-human races of the impending threat as well. The Alliance succeeded in gaining the support of the stoic dwarves of Ironforge and a small number of high elves of Quel'Thalas. The elves, led at that time by an Asterian Sunstrider, were largely uninterested in the coming conflict. However, they were duty-bound to aid Lothar because he was the last descendant of the Arathi bloodline, which had aided the elves in ages past. The Horde, now led by Warchief Doomhammer, brought in ogres from its homeworld of Draenor and conscripted the disenfranchised Amani forest trolls into its fold. setting out on a massive campaign to overrun the dwarf kingdom of Khazmodan and the southern reaches of Lordaeron. The Horde effortlessly decimated all opposition. The epic battles of the Second War ranged from large-scale naval skirmishes to massive aerial dogfights. Somehow the Horde had unearthed a powerful artifact known as the Demon Soul and used it to enslave the ancient Dragon Queen, Alexstrasza. Threatening to destroy her precious eggs, the Horde forced Alexstrasza to send her grown children to war. The noble red dragons were forced to fight for the Horde, and fight they did. The war raged across the continents of Khazmodan, Lordaeron, and Azeroth itself. As part of its northern campaign, the Horde succeeded in burning down the borderlands of Kel'Thalas, thereby ensuring the elves' final commitment to the Alliance's cause. The greater cities and townships of Lordaeron were razed and devastated by the conflict. Despite the absence of reinforcements and overwhelming odds, Lothar and his allies succeeded in holding their enemies at bay. However, during the final days of the Second War, as the Horde's victory over the Alliance seemed almost assured, a terrible feud erupted between the two most powerful orcs in Azeroth. As Doomhammer prepared his final assault against the capital city of Lordaeron, an assault that would have crushed the last remnants of the Alliance, Gul'dan and his followers abandoned their posts and set out to sea. The bewildered Doomhammer, having lost nearly half of his standing forces to Gul'dan's treachery, was forced to pull back and forsake his greatest chance at victory over the Alliance. The power-hungry Gul'dan, obsessed with obtaining godhood itself, set out on a desperate search for the undersea tomb of Sargeras that he believed held the secrets of ultimate power. Having already doomed his fellow orcs to become the slaves of the Burning Legion, Gul'dan thought nothing of his supposed duty to Doomhammer. Backed by the Stormreaver and Twilight's Hammer clans, Gul'dan succeeded in raising the tomb of Sargeras from the seafloor. However, when he opened the ancient, flooded vault, he found only crazed demons awaiting him. Seeking to punish the wayward orcs for their costly betrayal, Doomhammer sent his forces to kill Gul'dan and bring the renegades back into the fold. For his recklessness, Gul'dan was torn apart by the maddened demons he had set loose. With their leader dead, the renegade clans quickly fell before Doomhammer's enraged legions. Though the rebellion had been quelled, the Horde was unable to recoup the terrible losses it had suffered. Gul'dan's betrayal had afforded the Alliance not only hope, but also time to regroup and retaliate. Lord Lothar, seeing that the Horde was fracturing from within, gathered the last of his forces and pushed Doomhammer south, back into the shattered heartland of Stormwind. There, the Alliance forces trapped the retreating Horde within the volcanic fortress of Blackrock Spire. Though Lord Lothar fell in battle at the Spire's base, his lieutenant, Turalyn, rallied the Alliance forces at the 11th hour and drove the Horde back into the abysmal Swamp of Sorrows. Turalyn's forces succeeded in destroying the Dark Portal, the mystical gateway that connected the Orcs to their homeworld of Draenor. Cut off from its reinforcements and fractured by infighting, the Horde finally buckled in upon itself and fell before the might of the Alliance. The scattered Orc clans were quickly rounded up and placed within guarded internment camps. Though it seemed that the Horde had been defeated for good, some remained highly skeptical that peace would last. Khadgar, now an archmage of some renown, convinced the Alliance High Command to build a fortress of Netherguard that would watch over the ruins of the Dark Portal and ensure that there would be no further invasions from Draenor. I'm really upsetty. I really hate the old Horde. That Horde that enslaved Alexstrasza and her kin. The birth of the Lich King. Ner'zhul and his followers entered the Twisting Nether, the ethereal plane that connects all of the worlds scattered throughout the great dark beyond. Unfortunately, Kil'jaeden and his demonic minions were waiting for them. Kil'jaeden, who had sworn to take vengeance on Ner'zhul for his prideful defiance, slowly tore the old shaman's body apart, piece by piece. Kil'jaeden kept the shaman's spirit alive and intact, thus leaving Ner'zhul painfully aware of his body's gross dismemberment. Though Ner'zhul pleaded with the demon to release his spirit and grant him death, the demon grimly replied that the blood pact they had made long ago was still binding, and that Ner'zhul still had a purpose to serve. The orcs' failure to conquer the world for the Burning Legion forced Kil'jaeden to create a new army to sow chaos throughout the kingdoms of Azeroth. This new army could not be allowed to fall prey to the same petty rivalries and infighting that had plagued the Horde. It would have to be merciless and single-minded in its mission. This time, Kil'jaeden could not afford to fail. Holding Ner'zhul's spirit helpless in stasis, Kil'jaeden gave him one last chance to serve the Legion or suffer eternal torment. Once again, Ner'zhul recklessly agreed to the demon's pact. Ner'zhul's spirit was placed within a specially crafted block of diamond-hard ice gathered from the far reaches of the twisting nether. Encased within the frozen cask, Ner'zhul felt his consciousness expand 10,000-fold. Warped by the demon's chaotic powers, Ner'zhul became a spectral being of unfathomable power. At that moment, the orc known as Ner'zhul was shattered forever, and the Lich King was born. Ner'zhul's loyal Death Knights and Shadow Moon followers were also transformed by the demon's chaotic energies. The wicked spellcasters were ripped apart and remade as skeletal ditches. The demons had ensured that even in death, Ner'zhul's followers would serve him unquestioningly. When the time was right, we must not give in to the evil which has darkened our land. The Night Watch must prevail. Okay. Ner'zhul was to spread a plague of death and terror across Azeroth that would snuff out human civilization forever. All those who died from the dreaded plague would arise as the undead, and their spirits would be bound to Ner'zhul's iron will forever. Kil'jaeden promised that if Ner'zhul accomplished his dark mission of scouring humanity from the world, he would be freed from his curse and granted a new, healthy body to inhabit. Though Ner'zhul was agreeable and seemingly anxious to play his part, Kil'jaeden remained skeptical of his pawn's loyalties. Keeping the Lich King bodiless and trapped within the crystal cask assured his good conduct for the short term, but the demon knew that he would need to keep a watchful eye on him. To this end, Kil'jaeden called upon his elite demon guard, the vampiric dreadlords, to police Ner'zhul and ensure that he accomplished his dread task. Tichondrius, the most powerful and cunning of the dreadlords, warmed to the challenge. He was fascinated by the plague's severity and the Lich King's unbridled potential for genocide. No. In. In I rest. Yes.